Hello everyone, and I'm just here to give you a quick tutorial on how to connect your two FarmDaddy boxes using your 12-inch connection hose. It's a very simple process. The first thing you want to do is always check to make sure that there's a rubber washer inside of this box. As you can see, there is one here, but sometimes, they fall out, or over years they'll start dry rotting, and if you move the boxes around, they can fall out. So just make sure your washer's in. The next thing you want to do is when you have your two boxes, and you always want to set these boxes up while they're empty. And I'm going to tell you why. It's much easier to move them around when you're making your connections than to being full of water and your potting mix. So the first thing, after we just double checked for that washer, what do we want to do? We're going to connect this female end first rather than connecting the male end. And I'm going to show you why. It's very simple. You just hold this hose up and you turn it in, and it should be turning freely. 2 fingers, that's all it takes. If you get any resistance, you have to stop and start over. Trying to force the thread in is only going to cause a leak, and you're never actually going to get a good seal. You just want to tighten that up. You give it a quarter turn. You use this rubber hose to your advantage. It acts as your leverage. Next, you just slide the next box over. You just want to connect the male end. And again, now you know why, because they're empty, how much easier it is to start it. And 2 fingers. It's got to be that easy. If it gives you any resistance, you got to stop and start over. I usually take a quick pair of channel locks and give it a couple quarter turn like this, just to make sure it's nice and tight. Same thing with the female side. Just give it a quarter turn. If you need to, there's another nut here. You can put a wrench on there as well, but it should be more than enough to suffice. And then you're all set, and just go to your next box. Just slide it over and then bring in your next connection hose, following the same steps. Female side first, then the male end. It'll just make life much easier and simpler for the setup. Guys, if you have any questions, you can always reach us at 800-914-7031 or email us at info@farmdaddy.com. That's info@farmdaddy.com, and we'd be happy to get answers.